taking action for you this morning on TV.
Pulsebeat. Welcome to another episode of the NABJ award-winning Salute to Excellence and Emmy-nominated Pulsebeat with Greg DUNMORE. When I think of these two powerful words, light up, one must also know that those words imply something that is outstanding, something that brightens your life up. And when I think of these two individuals who just passed, I can't think of two more appropriate words than light up, and that would be Walter Scott of the legendary Whispers, and Brenda Wilson, the daughter of Mr. Excitement, Jackie Wilson. They worked with music as well as inspiring young people. And there was an event that we covered that was amazing, and that would be Light Up Livernois. So stay tuned as we hopefully will light up what we're going to show you only the way that we do it on Pulsebeat with Greg DUNMORE.
I'm talking about more, and I'm going to talk about more and more and more, and Livernois is coming more and more lit up as the night goes on.
Yes.
I'm loving what I'm seeing. I'm seeing incredible fashion, incredible culture, incredible art.
But you know what? I had, it was jerk at night. I had some delicious Jamaican food there.
New one.
Yeah,
New one.
and I'm going to go to pequeño, which means small, but there's nothing small about them because they've got big, delicious tacos.
Oh, yes, they do.
And you know what? They're opening up a location also in downtown Detroit, but they were birthed out of the Avenue of Fashion.
They sure were, and expanded into Pequeño at night.
Yeah, that's true.
I happened to stumble across Pequeño at night. I didn't have to wear heels. I felt very comfortable. It was a good time. Nobody got in trouble. And that's what we want in Detroit. We want somewhere we can go and enjoy and have a couple of drinks and maybe be seen.
Right.
And not have too much to worry about. And up the street from my house, because this is my neighborhood.
This is your neighborhood.
Now, that's what I said.
And I grew up in this neighborhood. I live downtown, but I grew up in the University District.
Man,
so this is my neighborhood. And you know what? The thing I love about the energy is it is cross-generational, it is cross-cultural, and when we have a mixture of energies, that's where the magic happens.
Oh, it really does. And that's the one thing about collaboration in Detroit. I think there's got to be more of it, and there is more of it now.
Yes.
Park, walk, shop, dine, and explore Livernois from 6 to 8 Mile Road, illuminating fashion, art, and design. Shop Detroit's flyest retail stores and art gallery.
Presented by Amazon.
Amazon has been really, for me, it's really a blessing because I can't tell you the discounts that I get. I can't tell you that when it's raining outside, I don't have to go outside because they come to me.
But also, you know, building on the former state fairgrounds, what an honor. We grew up in this community, and to see that, 8 Mile and Woodward property come back to life. We've got over 2,000 folks working in that fulfillment center each and every day, and they get to drive right home after their shift. So it's exciting to be invested in the city of Detroit proper.
And you know what? You can't brag on yourself because maybe it might be considered egotistical, but with a background as a state representative, and you were outstanding as a public servant, as an elected official, and then coming with legacy from the Conyers name, and that's a name that is stellar, that is known all over the world because of, well, what your family has done for the community at large. So you bring a DNA of sensitivity. So Amazon is very lucky to have you as a representative that's a bridge between what they must do to be considered good corporate citizens.
I appreciate it. You know, when you have the opportunity to step up and make a difference in your own community and steer the thought leadership of a business like ours to the hyper-local organizations. You know, we've been able to partner with over 75 to 100 organizations over the past 4 years, you know, both financially, product, but also thought leadership. And so when I have the opportunity in my own community to make a difference, love to be able to do that. And you know, Uncle Nate Conyers from Conyers Riverside Ford just turned 93.
Wow, 93 years old.
93 yesterday. So
wow, 93.
He's still rocking. And of course, late great Uncle John, the dean, our dean.
Yes.
Smiling down. So I really appreciate it.
That means you're going to be living to be proud. If you got good genes, you're going to be living to be over 100. You might not work. Let the world know why when they come to Detroit that Livernois should be a destination.
Oh, absolutely. It's vibrant. It's whimsical. It's fun. It's fantasy. You can get just about anything here, and it's all like top-notch, classy. It's just a wonderful place to come, and we're not invisible. We are very visible. Detroit is very visible.
So let us know why Livernois as a business district, and you know they're rebranding it as TLC, the Livernois Collective, from Lodge all the way to 8 Mile. But as the mayor of Detroit, what might you do to really put a brighter light on Livernois to make it a true destination? New York, you don't go to New York unless you go to Broadway. You don't go to Chicago unless you go to Michigan Avenue, the Magnificent Mile. So what would you do to inspire people to support this as a destination district?
Well, here's another thing. I'm going to support destinations throughout all our neighborhoods in the city of Detroit, because there's been a lack of attention to our neighborhoods, and there's been a lack of attention, and all those who are crying out that they're going to bring it had a chance to bring it a long time ago. But this area right here, it is the largest and most expansive black commercial district in the country.
Right.
And so we have to make sure, one of the things that doesn't work on Livernois is the parking.
Right.
You know, I understand they redid these streets. It doesn't work for the business owners. It makes it difficult for us to find parking. We want to make it as easy as possible for people to walk into these commercial venues, participate in the economy, and grow our black businesses. And right now, I can't say that that's happening, but it's a beautiful district. I want to encourage everyone to go, even if you have to park a couple of blocks away, it's worth the walk.
And I'm sitting next to authoress Michelle Perizon, who is multi-talented. She is an award-winning authoress. Is that right? Authoress.
Yes, I like that. Thank you very much.
Her book, Loving Me, Blocking Them, which is being rebranded. And as we're talking about Light Up Livernois, first of all, I want you to say something about this avenue of fashion and food and fun, and why this should be a destination for everybody.
So first of all, Greg, thank you for having me here today. I'm so excited to be here, being part of the process to light up Livernois. This is the place to be in the city of Detroit. There are other places that we can enjoy as well, but on this day, in this beautiful sunshine and heat and warmth, with the history of the Avenue of Fashion as the backdrop for the event, this is the place to be, and I'm excited to be here. This has been an action-packed strip for many, many years. Happy to see the resurgence that's been taking place for the past few years, kind of like the Black Wall Street strip of Detroit, and it's exciting place, exciting times.
So as a city council member at large, what might be an issue or something that people shy away from that you're going to be upfront about?
The neighborhoods. Everybody wants to talk about downtown and Corktown and Midtown, and I love those places. Actually, that is the heart of the city. But what about the arteries? What about Grand River? What about Puritan? What about Mack and Bewick and Brightmoor? Those people feel like they've been left out of this equation, and they need to be uplifted just like everybody downtown and Midtown. So I'm going to fight for everybody. I'm going to be a voice for everybody, not just downtown, Midtown, Corktown, which I will represent, but the entire city, every neighborhood, block by block.
Who inspired you?
You inspire me. Wow. Honestly, you do. We've known each other for many, many years. But I would also say that one of my longtime sheroes, as you know, was a good friend of yours, my sister-in-law, Councilwoman Brenda Scott, who really passed away in office back in 2002. But she has been a long shero and hero of mine. So I love to emulate her spirit within the city. She was well beloved, and I would like to think that I emulate her spirit every day.
And one thing about you, that even though you are very proud of your family name, that you worked very hard.
I have.
And you worked hard on a merit that is distinctively what you, Helena, have brought to the table.
I have.
And giving advice to anybody that wants to be a public servant, what would you say is something that you know to be successful one must bring to the table as a public servant?
Well, you have to have a heart for it, right? You have to have a heart and a love for service and a commitment to the community. I was born and raised in Detroit City Council District 2. I love my city, I love my district, and I love my constituents. And it's my honor of my lifetime to serve them in Lansing, and I'm looking oh so forward to serving them on the local level in Detroit City Council District 2.
And they love you too, you know.
I believe they do. I do. I believe they voted me in 3 times on the state level, and I'm looking for them to vote me in on the city council level as well.
So as a public servant, as a city council member, what might you do that is going to put a brighter spotlight on the Avenue of Fashion, or what they're calling TLC, the Livernois Collective, which goes all the way from the Lodge to 8 Mile to make this more of a destination?
Well, Greg, you know, as I travel, I always brag on not only Detroit, but the Avenue of Fashion. And you got people that's coming from all over because they hear and know about. Rufus and his family are doing an excellent job as far as promoting this. And I'm just doing something to continue that promotion. It's about touching hands. It's about handing off. It's about making sure that everybody's working together so that we can make sure that Livernois is recognized as the most dynamic black corridor in the country again.
You are as bright and as engaged with a citizenship that really does love you, and I know you love them back. Where does the energy come from?
Well, listen, this is just part of what I love to do. You know, they say that when you do something that you love, you never work a day in your life. Right. And so that's really what this is. I'm just so humbled and honored to be here. It's the honor of my life to be able to be in public service and serve the people. And so, you know, I believe there's only two ways you can run. Either run hard or you run unopposed. And so right now I want to run hard. You got to earn your right to be here. Nothing is given to you. And so I have to make sure that I've earned the right to be here, that I prove myself, and I always add value to the lives of the people who I'm serving. So I'm just so humbled and honored to have this opportunity, and I hope I can have their vote one more time to count if they will have me.
I can't say the best is yet to come because I'm only sitting next to the best.
Hey.
So this is the best, and may the best continue on the 2025 official podcast for Light Up Livernois. I'm Greg DUNMORE, sitting next to the Honorable City Councilman Coleman Young, who is destined for the presidency of these United States. Remember, you heard it here first.
I receive it.
Okay.
I receive it.
Fantastic. Thank you. Stay tuned.
Pulsebeat.
If you like what we're doing, please tell a friend, or if you want to see what we've done again, go to pulsebeatglobal.com. That's PULSEBEATGLOBAL.com. You can also go to our Pulsebeat TV YouTube channel and you can revisit what we're doing. And once again, you can tell everybody that we're doing something that is so exciting that they wouldn't want to miss it. Remember pulsebeatglobal.com or the YouTube channel Pulsebeat TV. Thanks for telling the world about us.
Pulsebeat.
From one Greg to another, to a hey word. Greg, let us know why Light Up Livernois, and especially the fact that they're spotlighting films. This is the very first time is doing an exceptional job, and why you're thrilled to be here, which I'm assuming.
I am very happy to be here. I mean, obviously growing up in the area, and now you see, so many people out here, so many businesses, so many folks having a good time, and then also this young man right here, put in a lot of work and a lot of effort to get everything going, especially the, stuff in regards to the film industry. He's got a great lineup coming up. If I wasn't emceeing it, I'd just sit there and watch it.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of stories out there. If a lot of people are honest with themselves, there's a lot of stories in their life, maybe something personal, maybe something that a lot of people haven't gone through that they've gone through, and then just kind of just looking at exposing yourself to other different types of films. Films you may normally wouldn't sit down and watch, seeing how you can be inspired by that. So I think if people did that instead of chasing whatever's latest on Tubi, whatever's hot, and just kind of be honest and say, hey, what's my story, who I am, and how can I be authentic?
Standing, and let us know what motivated you, of all the things you could have been, to become a filmmaker, an Emmy now award-winning filmmaker.
I didn't set out to be a filmmaker. I wanted to be a engineer, and I did a little bit as a hobby. 2002, I picked up a camera, and I just fell in love with it. And in 2011, we made our first movie. But originally, I went to Communication and Media Arts High School, where I got the foundation about media and everything. So we shot a short film that really kind of like whet the appetite to want to do it. And ever since a senior in high school, it's been in my heart, but not really, as I really wanted to do it. As a career until around 2009. Now I'm a full-time filmmaker. Left engineering about three years ago, and this is what I'm doing, man.
So let us know about the movie Noise of Joy, the documentary, the movie.
Hey man, well Noise of Joy, the television show, and was a struggle. Even though we had a great show, we were on Channel 20. We had a pretty decent following. but it was a struggle.
Now wait a second, you didn't have a pretty decent following. You had an outstanding following. Anybody that loves gospel music, they were watching your show. No, the numbers were outstanding.
Right. Well, that's true. And everyone that could appreciate it and love the show. You know, I only get nothing but rave reviews when people see it. The response I get from just the average person, and that really was my mindset, was to introduce the independent gospel artists in the Detroit metro area to a much broader audience. You know, unfortunately, a lot of people are famous from 7 Mile to Belle Isle.
Right.
You know, but we needed to go beyond that. And so I was excited that the vision came to me by God only, really. And it was to, let's expand this. And so regardless of what television media may, you know, put certain parameters around you, certain stipulations, certain procedures of way of doing things, the movie gives me the idea, gives me the freedom to really do what I want to do and not really have all of those restrictions.
This is a noise of thankfulness. This is the noise of joy.
And so let us just know just a hodgepodge of the different sort of musical disciplines that you have reflected in this wonderful music component of Light Up Livernois 2025.
So I have 3 stages. One stage will actually they all have a mixture, a pretty good mixture. One stage has R&B, some hip hop, some comedy, and some spoken word.
Right.
There's another stage that has some R&B and some hip hop and some kid entertainers. And these kids out here, guys, are really killing the game. They are really, really good. And then my third stage has spoken word and a little bit of hip hop and mostly R&B. So it gives you like a neo soul type vibe.
Right.
So that's kind of what I was going for in that.
Because I'm sitting next to June's Flow,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
who is a master of hip hop. But you know what? Before I even get into the master of hip hop, we're going to talk about the ultimate master. God is from Detroit. Let us know about the T-shirt, because we got to honor God right now.
Thanks for having me, first of all. Shout out to Light Up Livernois. I just wanted to say that God Said Hello is a company I started in 2017. GodSaidHello.com. It has basically 3 main components: God is from, God loves, and God bless. And it's 30 cities in all the states, and now we're doing some streets. So, you know, God bless Asbury Park. It's my case. God bless the West Side.
Wow.
Things like that. So.
And custom design shop, which is at 7 Mile in Livernois. It's CDK Creations, and we do custom clothing.
Yeah, and you know what? Your mark has been, your signature has made a lot of young ladies very happy, because you specialize, among many of the things that you do, in prom dresses and making young ladies look fabulous.
Yes, we do. Yes, so our biggest season, of course, is prom season, and that's when we have the most creative customers and clients that come in and ask for some of the most over-the-top and very outrageous looks for their special day.
After you thought you've interviewed everybody, there's yet somebody in this expansive realm of entertainment that you have yet to be introduced to, and I am talking to James Abbott, who is, well, his art of choice is puppet karaoke. So let us know, first of all, James, what is puppet karaoke?
Well, puppet karaoke is simply karaoke that is puppet inclusive. So what we do is we have puppets out there. We have a whole buffet of puppets, over 50 different puppets to choose from, big and small. And you can pick a song, you can pick a puppet, and you can sing whatever song you want to sing.
Wow, now you know that's fantastic, because I'm thinking about, you're too young to remember Popo Gigio. You don't know that name, do you? Well, there was a show called The Ed Sullivan Show, and Popo Gigio was a puppet that was a star. And I want you to go to YouTube and plug in Ed Sullivan Popo Gigio. Okay. And you're going to see this puppet that became iconic, especially for kids and adults alike, decades before you were born.
Kiss me hello.
Well, what might you say to non-black folks to let them know that we want them to come and enjoy, because we want to brag about this community?
Oh, for sure. I mean, the bottom line is that, you know, other companies, other services, other areas survive not just because those people in the area. We go there a lot. You know, we're in Birmingham, we're in Somerset, we're in Royal Oak. The same thing applies conversely. You know what I mean? If you want quality service, you want great food, you want excellent clothing, you can come here for that. The same way we go there.
What's the deal? So exceptional. I'm like at the beginning of an empire that I know you're going to create. So let us know what the deal. Now let us know where it is, because you're sort of like a first cousin to Livernois, which means that you're not technically on Livernois, but you're really
we're basically a standalone building.
So let us know what's the deal, and that's DILL, and let us know how this baby of a booming business came to fruition and why it's being loved by everybody.
Well, it came into fruition during COVID, right? So COVID happened. I was introduced into a pop-up shop. I took my sandwiches. I've been eating this way all my life. So I just took the sandwich to a pop-up shop. It kept selling out. I knew I had something on my hands.
You know what? I don't mean to block you, but let me just tell you. Yeah. She said, I've been eating this way all my life, and you look great. You really do. You just look fantastic.
Thank you so much. Just trying to share that, and so everybody else can look great and fantastic. Because when you eat well, you feel well, and you do well. So we started a pop-up shop. We saved up. We got in contact with some nonprofits in the city of Detroit that believed in us just as much as you do. They gave us our first loan, and from there I got the building, and What's the Deal happened.
And so for all these businesses to get an influx, and then next up we have Jazz and Laugh, which is the first Saturday in August, just like Light Up Livernois is always the first Saturday in July. And we got a couple other things coming up down the pipeline, and want people to begin to understand how important it is to be intentional with your dollars, right?
Yes.
You know, your dollars matter, and you vote with your dollars. And so people got to understand what their assignment is, right? And so we reach out to all our other brothers, the Arab community, Chaldean community, white community, all come on Livernois, because we always visit your locations. We need you to visit our location and spend money. At the end of the day, you got to spend money. That's how you grow an economy.
Now, my mantra is that it is not about the moment, it's about the movement. And Rufus, I want to really say bravo to you, because although Light Up Livernois took a lot of moments to make this special moment on July 5th outstanding, but you're not about just this moment, you're about the movement of what Light Up Livernois is spotlighting, a celebration of one of the most dynamic business districts really on the planet. Because when I talk about African American empowerment, and I almost was in tears when I was driving down Livernois, because I grew up in this neighborhood, and to know now under your leadership that it's really a ministry, really, because there's something very spiritual. So anybody that supports Livernois, I'm a spiritual person, a blessing shall come. Now, I'm going to not say goodbye, but see you later, but I want you to give the closing remarks in maybe about 30 seconds, whatever the power above is telling you to tell this particular audience watching that you're inspired to say because of the success of your ministry, which is all about lighting up Livernois 24/7.
So first thing I want to say, Greg, I just want to give you a flower. You are a master at what you do. And people need to hear this, that Greg is top of the food chain. Pulsebeat and what they do in being able to chronicle Detroit going through its transition at its growth period, Greg is there. And people need to understand that who are the pillars to begin to make this happen. And here's the thing. You don't have to be anybody. Martin Luther King said everybody can be great because everybody can serve. So when you begin to serve people openly and transparently, things get done. So I just want to give you that flowers. And in closing, I would like to say thank you guys for coming out to Light Up Livernois. And keep in mind that we are open every single day of the week. But there's other neighborhoods that deserve our patronage. And that's how we go from small to big. That's how we begin to hire people. That's how we begin to fund Little League teams. That's how we begin when people come home to college to give them jobs. And so small companies go to big companies only with the support of what we do here. And what we choose to do here is to highlight a merchant corridor so people can understand what their responsibilities are. I have an assignment. Each of us have an assignment. If we be quiet enough, God will speak to us and he'll tell us our assignment, and we just live out our assignment. and the world will be better for it.
You got that. I'm going to ask you to blow him a kiss because there's something very spiritual about that. We love you because you support
we love
us.
you. Absolutely.
Until
Thank
the
you.
next go round.
And this has been beautiful, and certainly, Greg, thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pulsebeat.
There were two individuals who certainly understood the importance of lighting our lives up with music and the importance of working with young people, and that would be Walter Scott of the legendary Whispers, as well as Brenda, the daughter of the legendary Jackie Wilson. They understood the importance of what to light our lives up, and sadly they are no longer on this earthly journey, so we shall salute their importance of lighting our lives up through music and the beauty of working with young people. Brenda, when you come from DNA of an icon, what else is on that resume that is of Brenda Wilson?
Well, one, I'm an author. I wrote the book, The Life of Jackie Wilson, The Legacy Continues. I'm the CEO of the Jackie Wilson Foundation. I'm also a member of the Tuskegee Airmen, and I'm also a singer. I can sing too.
And you left something else off the list because you don't think I do my research. And I'm going to ask for a high five after I say it. And she has a distinction of being an ice cream maker.
Oh, you get it. I make homemade ice cream.
And you sell it also.
I've been selling it for 10 years. I make 8 flavors.
And the name of it?
It's Ooh Wee Homemade.
Wow.
And once again, I got 3 Emmys.
Yes.
Yeah, and a Grammy.
And a Grammy. When it's turned into a movie, you're going to have the Academy Award. And when you turn it into a Broadway show, which is going to make you an EGOT.
Oh, EGOT. I got them all.
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. Yes.
And one other thing, we're talking about doing stage play with this as well.
You should. It should be a Broadway musical. It should be a Broadway musical. And guess what? Sconey is going to be the star of it. And he's going to be the male version of what Barbra Streisand was for Funny Girl. I believe it. I believe that guy, he's got that.
He got that.
Whatever it is, he's got it, and I wish I had it.
Yeah, he's got that it factor.
Well, I said, I said, I wish I had it. You're supposed to say, Greg, you have it too.
Oh, okay, Greg, you got the it factor.
Another kiss. Thank you. It's very special.
Well, it is very special. But number one, Detroit has welcomed us for over 50 years. But to be opening Mike Epps' club for what he's trying to do for his career, we're just so honored that he thought enough of the Whispers to have us opening the club with him. So it's a proud moment for us, and of course, we love Detroit, Michigan. Without Detroit, Michigan, there would be no Whispers, and we're very grateful.
We had clubs where we could be like this, up close and personal. Mike gave us the opportunity to do that tonight. And I want to echo what my brother said about Mike. I know this is about his club, but I want to say thank you to him. Right. Because there's 2 people in this industry that promote the Whispers better than we promote ourselves. One is Mike.
The secret to longevity, and I can't say the best is yet to come because you guys are already the absolute best.
The secret is real simple. You're only as strong as your weakest link. We've been together 57 years. There's no Scotty and Walter, the Whispers, or the Whispers featuring the twins. It's the Whispers. That's what longevity is all about. That's right.